Hot news today.
14 safest countries to retire in 2025 for less than $2,000 a month. There's nothing sweeter than spending your golden years in a safe and inexpensive country. While there are many countries where the cost of living is cheaper than somewhere like the United States or Canada, safety can be contentious. Some of the best countries to retire in, according to the Global Retirement Index, will cost a retiree far more than $2,000 a month, including Switzerland and the Netherlands. On the plus side, the Institute for Economics and Peace (IEP) has released the Global Peace Index (GPI) 2025 report, which ranks countries according to the economic value of peace. Although global peacefulness has decreased by 0.56% in 2024, with 97 countries that recorded a deterioration in peacefulness, there's still something to celebrate. Iceland has been at the top since 2008, but this beautiful country, too, needs more than $2,000 a month for retirees to survive. In this list, these places are among the safest countries to retire in 2025 for less than $2,000 a month, with the lowest Global Peace Index (GPI) score among the other 163 countries. Low GPI scores entail a low crime rate and a higher level of peacefulness. 14 Germany. GPI score 1.53. With a low level of corruption, a highly skilled labor force, and a high level of innovation, think about world-renowned vehicles like Volkswagen, Porsche, and Mercedes-Benz, among others. Germany is one amazing country for the Golden Acres to retire to. It has an overall GPI score of 1.53, which makes it one of the top 20 safest countries in the 2025 Global Peace Index, with less than $2,000 a month cost of living. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,601 per month. Why it's best for retirees: high-quality healthcare, a booming economy, and high level of innovation. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month: Cologne, Düsseldorf, Leipzig, Dortmund, Essen. Germany also has a comprehensive and high-quality healthcare system, which rivals internationally, and patients can seek any type of care they want. And, perhaps surprisingly, there are plenty of free things to do in Germany, something that retirees could always consider, especially those who have limited financial resources. Tourism in the country is also booming in Germany. As of 2024, it was the 7th most visited country in the world with more than 37 million international tourist arrivals. 13 Croatia. GPI score 1.51. A crowning jewel in the Balkans, Croatia is gleaming with a stunning coastline that stretches between the islands and the mainland with gorgeous beaches, beautiful coastal towns, and a rich cultural heritage. Its moderately warm Mediterranean weather makes it a perfect place to live for retirees who fancy living in a mild climate with a relatively low crime rate. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,179 per month. Why it's best for retirees: quality universal healthcare system, high-income economy. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 per month. Perhaps the best city to retire to in the country is Zagreb, a historic, walkable Croatian city with only around $1,200 average cost of living. The old city of Dubrovnik is also one of the most beautiful cities in the country. It is among the best destinations in Croatia for a Mediterranean escape, not to mention that it was the main filming location of the famous fantasy series Game of Thrones. 12 Hungary. GPI score 1.5. A landlocked country in Central Europe, Hungary also raises its flag for retirees with only a little over $900 cost of living per month. Known for its magnificent architectural landmarks, including Buda's medieval Castle Hill, Hungary is also one of the countries with a high-income mixed economy, a very high Human Development Index, and a skilled labor force. Average cost of living per person with rent: $923 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Progressive economy, good healthcare, highly developed transportation system. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Budapest, Debrecen, Szeged, Miskolc, Pécs. Hungary remains one of the top countries that continues to beckon foreign direct investment in Central and Eastern Europe. As a result, its economy is growing, and its healthcare system is still good despite the significant changes in recent years. 11. Belgium. GPI score, 1.49. Dutch, French, and German-speaking Belgium is also among the top 20 safest countries in the world in 2025, with only around a $1,500 cost of living a month, making it easier for retirees to navigate their financial management. Within its 3 highly autonomous regions, the country's citizens enjoy its strongly globalized economy and an integrated transport infrastructure with the rest of Europe. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,528 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Solid global economy, excellent transportation system, high-quality healthcare. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Antwerp, Ghent, Charleroi, Liège, Bruges. Known for its chocolate, waffles, beer, and French fries, and Art Nouveau buildings, Belgium is a haven for foodies and cultural buffs, which Golden Acres will also enjoy. Belgium's highly productive workforce plays an important role in its solid economy. It has a very good healthcare system with comprehensive coverage, and usually ranks with other progressive countries in the world. 10. Canada. GPI score, 1.49. North Americans will be happy to know that Canada is one of the safest countries in the world with a less than $2,000 average cost of living. This means that retirees don't have to go further than North America to spend their twilight years. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,980 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Efficient universal healthcare system, solid economy. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Edmonton, Montreal, Winnipeg, Brampton, Quebec City. Canada's universal healthcare system gives its people access to health services that are publicly funded, and its crime rate is generally considered low. With an abundance of gorgeous nature and historical wonders, especially in the Canadian Rockies, which offer unique experiences, there's no reason not to love Canada. 9. Malaysia. GPI score, 1.46. Retiring in Malaysia might be an unconventional choice, but with an extremely low cost of living, excellent healthcare, and a tropical climate, retirees are flocking to Malaysia for their retirement. Malaysia is considered one of the safest countries to retire in 2025 and one of the most affordable to live in. At less than $700 per month, including rent, retirees can enjoy every sweet luxury that Malaysia has to offer at a fraction of the cost that they're used to in the United States or Europe. Average cost of living per person with rent: $652 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Affordable cost of living, warm climate, active lifestyle. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Kuala Lumpur, Klang, Ipoh, Georgetown, Johor Bahru. Malaysia also promotes a vibrant and active lifestyle, with a variety of outdoor opportunities right at your fingertips. Beaches, jungles, mountains, and islands lend themselves to hiking, swimming, canoeing, trekking, rafting, and more for retirees who wish to remain active in their golden years. 8. Japan. GPI score, 1.44. Japan's economic stability, very low crime rate, and low cost of living are among the top reasons why it's a perfect place to retire in 2025, especially for retirees coming from different parts of Asia. The birthplace of sushi and ramen, Japan is also known for its UNESCO-listed sites, including the famous Himeji Castle, the most popular and largest castle in the country. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,135 per month. Why it's best for retirees: stable economy, inexpensive cost of living, well-developed public health system. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month: Kobe, Yokohama, Osaka, Nagoya, Fukuoka. Japan is also known for its marvelous, distinctive gardens and sculptures, as well as deep forests and natural hot springs, especially in Nagano, one of the many places with hotels built on hot springs. Retirees will also enjoy the country's well-developed transportation system, especially its famed bullet train, Shinkansen, which makes it easy for everyone to travel across the country. 7. Czech Republic. GPI score, 1.43. Known for its beautiful hilly landscape, the Czech Republic is a landlocked country and an oasis of rich culture and history. Also known as Czechia, the country boasts more than 2,000 castles and chateaux, including the Hluboká Castle, which is the prettiest in the Czech Republic. Gorgeous Gothic buildings and stunning countryside scenery are just among the reasons why the Czech Republic should be on your bucket list. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,231 per month. Why it's best for retirees: top-notch public transportation system, free public and private healthcare. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month: Prague, Brno, Plzeň, Ostrava, Liberec. What makes it tempting for retirees is its top-notch public transportation system, which helps people get around with ease, especially in its neighboring European countries. It also has a relatively low crime rate, and its universal healthcare system is considered one of the best in Europe and is particularly great for permanent residents who get free public healthcare. 6. Finland. GPI score, 1.42. Apart from being the happiest country in the world for the 7th time now, Finland is also topping the charts as one of the safest countries in the world. With awe-inspiring landscapes, diverse fauna, and expansive wilderness, the country has all the reasons to lure retirees to spend their golden years here. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,521 per month. Why it's best for retirees: comprehensive social welfare system, top-notch unemployment benefits. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month: Helsinki, Espoo, Vantaa, Tampere, Oulu. The country's comprehensive social welfare system, quality education, top-notch healthcare, and unemployment benefits are paramount. It also has an extremely low number of corruption charges and a low crime rate. And if these are not enough, Finland is where you can see Santa Claus in the town of Rovaniemi in Lapland and the breathtaking Aurora Borealis. 5. Slovenia. GPI score, 1.40. Known for its gorgeous peaks, enchanting UNESCO-listed caves, pristine lakes and rivers, and marvelous ski resorts, Slovenia is dotted with Baroque facades, 20th-century architecture, medieval castles, and a diverse topography. Slovenia is a small European gem with lots of things to do, such as skiing and exploring its ancient caves. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,299 per month. Why it's best for retirees: Efficient transportation system, developed economy, universally accessible healthcare. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Ljubljana, Kranja, Maribor, Velenge, Celje. Retirees will love it here because of its well-developed economy, and it is, in fact, the richest Slavic country by gross domestic product, GDP, per capita. Its efficient transportation corridors make it even more convenient for people to travel around and to its neighboring countries. All Slovenian cities and small towns also have their own medical emergency assistance and individual clinics. It's also one of the top 10 safest countries in 2025. 4. Denmark. GPI score, 1.39. A solid economy, political stability, an excellent universal healthcare system, an efficient transportation system, and a very low crime rate are among the top reasons why Denmark is one of the most livable countries in the world. Also known as the Danish realm, Denmark is also one of the world's most socially progressive cultures, with strong cultural and historic ties with Scandinavian neighbors, Norway and Sweden. Average cost of living per person with rent, $1,904 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Stable economy, top-notch universal healthcare system, transparent country. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Aarhus, Odense, Aalborg, Esbjerg, Randers. It's also one of the most transparent countries, and its citizens generally don't find corruption to be a huge problem in Denmark. Retirees will also love its temperate weather, magnificent culture, and breathtaking natural beauty. 3. Portugal. GPI score, 1.37. A temperate Mediterranean climate, a very low crime rate, and a cost of living of less than $1,300 a month are something to get excited about in Portugal. Retirees will have access to the country's public healthcare system as soon as they become permanent residents, but they can have voluntary private health insurance. Average cost of living per person with rent, $1,290 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Affordable cost of living, high-income country, accessible public healthcare system. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Lisbon, Porto, Cascais, Vila Nova de Gaia, Sintra. Portugal's towns of Cascais, Tavira, and Funchal are also among the best towns to retire in Europe because of their laid-back lifestyle, warm climate, and top-notch healthcare facilities. It's a well-developed and high-income country with reasonable transportation costs. In 2023, its capital and largest city, Lisbon, was named the most budget-friendly European destination to travel to and is also the top city to retire in Portugal. 2. Austria. GPI score, 1.29. Austria trails New Zealand as one of the safest countries to retire in 2025 with less than $2,000 monthly cost of living. It sits in the Eastern Alps with a rich cultural heritage, having been the birthplace of classical music composers, including Mozart. Being a landlocked country, Austria is known for its gorgeous peaks, beautiful slopes, and dramatic castles. Average cost of living per person with rent, $1,731 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Spectacular mountain peaks, high-income economy, excellent law enforcement system. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Vienna, Graz, Salzburg, Innsbruck, Linz. People will love retiring here because of its consistently high ranking in GDP per capita, with good accessibility to healthcare services, as well as a very low crime rate with a well-trained law enforcement system. Its beautiful capital city, Vienna, is also steeped in awe-inspiring architecture, rich history, and a completely stunning urban charm. 1. New Zealand. GPI score, 1.28. Not only is New Zealand famous for its awe-inspiring landscape as an island country and its indigenous Maori culture, but it's also one of the safest countries to retire to in 2025. Its universal healthcare system is one of the top 20 in the world and is particularly efficient for retirees who become permanent residents. Average cost of living per person with rent: $1,748 per month. Why it's best for retirees. Efficient healthcare system, spectacular culture, laid-back lifestyle. Top 5 cities, less than $2,000 a month. Auckland, Christchurch, Wellington, Hamilton, Palmerston North. The crime rate is extremely low despite being one of the most popular tourist attractions in Oceania. New Zealand also boasts a lot of places that were made famous by movies, including the Hobbiton movie set, which was used as a filming location for the Shire in The Lord of the Rings. TheTravel.com.
Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.